Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to another Heart to Heart Talk. With me, I'm John Kuert, the interim pastor at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining me once again for something that comes from my heart to your heart. And I hope that the Holy Spirit will bless it. I was reading something that CSLewis said. It's really great, I thought, about the Holy Spirit and what we should pray. 4 things that we should pray every night before we drift off to sleep. Here are the 4 things, and then I'll elaborate on the first one tonight, and then maybe the second, third tomorrow, and the fourth one on Friday. But at any rate, here are the 4 things. Holy Spirit, I welcome your presence into my heart. Second, Holy Spirit, reveal any unconfessed sin to me for cleansing and restoration. Thirdly, Holy Spirit, guide my sleep and renew my mind. And fourth, Holy Spirit, I thank you for your work in my life. There are few things more precious to the Christian soul than a moment of stillness before the night. The clamor of the day is faded, and the heart is left to contemplate its frailty and its need for divine solace. It is in these quiet hours that the Holy Spirit, whose presence hovers near to us, may speak in the stillness of our hearts, offering peace, guidance, and renewal before we retire for the night. So these are the 4 things that we should say to him as a way of drawing near to God's Spirit and nurturing the union between the soul, our soul, and the triune God. So once again, the first thing we should say is, Holy Spirit, I welcome your presence into my heart tonight. This seemingly small act repeated in the quiet of the evening is one of the most important spiritual practices we can engage in as we end our day. It's not just a ritual or an empty formality. It is an intentional act of drawing near to God and acknowledging the reality that the Holy Spirit desires to be near us in a world full of noise and distractions and business. This simple invitation grounds our hearts and the truth that God, through his Spirit, is present with us. To welcome the Spirit into our hearts is not simply a passive act, but an active one. We are consciously choosing to invite him into the deepest chambers of our lives. When we say, I welcome your presence, we are in effect surrendering to God's will, recognizing that the Spirit has come to dwell with us, not as a distant observer, no, but as a personal companion who is intimately involved in our lives. This act of welcome is a yielding of control, allowing the Holy Spirit to come and rearrange our hearts, to illuminate our thoughts, and to make his presence known in the quiet of our spirit. Theologically speaking, this practice aligns with the promise that Jesus made in John 14:16 when he said, I will ask the Father, and he will give you another helper to be with you forever. And the Holy Spirit is the fulfillment of this promise, and he's not a temporary visitor. He is meant to abide with us forever. Therefore, to welcome the Spirit into our hearts is to invite this constant, unbreakable presence of God into our lives. The Holy Spirit is not someone we call upon only in moments of need, but someone who desires to be with us and to guide us, to teach us, to comfort us at all times. This truth has profound implications for how we approach our daily lives in the midst of all the chaos. We are really never truly alone. God's with us through the Spirit every moment of every day. And this act of welcoming the Spirit before sleep also carries with it a deep sense of peace and comfort as we prepare to lay down our worries, our anxieties, and the burdens of the day. Well, sometimes people feel like when they lay their head on the pillow, they're very anxious. They can't sleep, or their sleep is fitful. I believe if we do this, we invite the Holy Spirit and His presence into our minds, into our hearts, it can bring about such a deep settled peace. We let everything up to God now. We surrender to Him. We don't have to worry. We don't have to carry all our worries into our pillows, into our beds, but rather we cast all our cares on Him. That's what He said that we should do, because He cares for us. So I trust that that's meaningful to you. I could go on and say some more things, but I don't want to get too lengthy here. But I'll share some more of this message that I got from C.S.Lewis, and I think it's really powerful, and I hope that it will be effective in your life. Well, again, thanks for joining me. This is a great time of just sharing, and I am thankful for those of you who take advantage of it, and I hope it will be a blessing. Also, we would love to be a blessing to you in person, so if you can come to the church, we would love to have you at 499 Grand Avenue Extension in Clarion, Pennsylvania. Check out our website, alphaag.org, or go to our Facebook page. But we would love to see you in person one of these days. Well, in the meantime, until that happens, God bless you and have a great day. Have a great, great day. Bye-bye.